A scary incident witnessed by my mother. This incident took place more than 15 years ago, but it's still etched in my memory after my mother narrated it to me. She went to New Delhi to visit her younger sister. One day, she was returning home after visiting one of her cousins in Mayur, Bihar. It was tea time and she was all alone in the bus stop. A stranger who appeared to be well-dressed and coming from a respectable family, approached her with a slight hesitation. He was carrying a brown packet. He mustered courage and asked her, "Excuse me, ma'am. Could you please tell me where the nearest bank, State Bank of India, is located? I am carrying 1 lakh rupees in cash and I have to deposit it urgently." My mom was shocked to hear him openly declaring the amount of money he carried. She replied, "I am sorry, I have no idea. I am just a tourist on a vacation. Why don't you ask someone else for guidance?" He said, "Actually, I find you quite trustworthy. My employer never paid my salary on time and I needed money for my mother's surgery. So, I decided to help myself and opened his safe. I knew the combination because I used to handle the financial transactions of the company on his behalf. I took 1 lakh rupees and fled away before he could call the police. Please help me. I am willing to pay you a wad of cash." My mom was astounded. He had, in fact, just confessed to his crime and wanted her to be his accomplice. She didn't have a mobile phone at that time, so she couldn't call the police. She looked around for help. She saw another man coming towards the bus stop and said, "I am sorry, I can't help you. Why don't you believe me? It's better if you ask him." She pointed the finger at the approaching man. He strode towards her and probed, "Is there any problem, ma'am? Is he harassing you?" Mom requested him to deal with the shady character. She didn't have any idea that this man was even a bigger rogue. The two men were having a heated exchange as she decided to walk away from them. The second rogue ordered the one who stole the money to wait. He took a giant stride towards her and said, "I have a great plan. I will pretend to steer him towards the bank while you try to whack him on the head. I will snatch the cash and we will split it up, 50-50. Obviously, he can't file a police complaint because he had stolen the money." She was saved from responding as she saw approaching auto rickshaw and immediately fled the scene. She didn't turn back to watch what happened next. There might have been a scuffle between the two or even murder. She shuddered thinking of her fate if she had waited a little longer. The two might have been co-conspirators and the money could have been counterfeit. She would have been behind the bars had she been caught. Or worse, they might have silenced her forever. My mom heaved a sigh of relief after getting away from the two criminals.